There it is.
All right. Hello, Badger Nation. How is everybody doing out there? Can you hear us okay? If you guys can hear us, can you give me some thumbs up? Let us know that you're there. Let us know that you guys can hear all of us when we're talking. Thanks for joining us tonight. I am here with, we've got a couple of people that decided to join us last minute. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Amy and I were kind of discussing back and forth, and we're like, and we like to do things last minute, don't we, Amy?
Right. Spur of the moment.
Right. So we were just in Nebraska for the Great Plains Moto meetup, but we have Amy Mastevy here with us. We have her son Kale and his girlfriend Bree, and they're at the hospital. So we're going to explain why they're at the hospital here in a few. And then we also have another special guest, Chris. And I got the pleasure of meeting him over the weekend. So thank you so much, Chris, for joining us. So we'll get to tell everybody why you've come on here. It has to do with the Stevies here. So thank you for taking the time. How are we doing, guys? Can you hear us okay? Feedback here. I know, can't take the mask off. Wish that was the case, but due to hospital policies, and this is being recorded and out there in the public, we don't want to get anybody in trouble. So they would love to take the masks off. It's just not going to happen.
I don't want to get kicked out, guys.
Right.
He doesn't have to because he can't go anywhere anyway.
So Bill's fine, but guests are not allowed to. Yeah. So, anyways, we got some people in the comments. We're going to say hi to some individuals. We've got Bradley, Iowa Hog Rider that we just saw over the weekend. Hello, Bob Nelson. Good evening to you. We got Karen from Ireland.
In there. I got.
Who's gonna go over here now?
I'm a hog rider. All right. So I spent an extra day in Nebraska because I met with you the day before, and all these severe thunderstorms were in my path. Last time I met you, we had a tornado. I'm just saying, and then you tried to kill Full Throttle Hog too. So I mean, what's up, man?
You know he's laughing his butt off right now. Remember that, Amy, when we had to stop in Dubuque because gone to the Field of Dreams and
hey, but we got to see the Field of Dreams, so
yes, we did. It was so worth it. It was a great time. Karen from Ireland's on here.
Hi, Karen.
And then Thomas. Tom was with us over the weekend too. Him and Bradley.
Hi, Thomas.
To Nebraska to see everybody for the meetup.
Jerry.
And yeah, so
iPhone Tim.
Hale's saying best wishes, sir. I guess I'll throw that on the screen for everybody to see. We got Windroad on here. Hello.
He does.
We've got Brad Gent on here. Hey, y'all. I love it. I love the country, y'all. I've been saying that a lot since I've been back into the Midwest. What y'all doing? Lawrence, thank you so much for coming on here. I know parts about the mask already. Where it happened, I think it jumped. That's awesome. All these comments coming through, so that's awesome. You're getting hays. Everybody's saying hey to you guys. Hello from Emma, Claire, and from Hannah. Hannah's on here. I wonder how Hector's doing, girl. Her husband got in not a motorcycle accident, but a car accident last week.
What is he doing?
I know, making lots of noise.
Funny. You know better.
iPhone Tim's on here.
Dad.
Oh, Kyle, Tacos for Life. He was here over the weekend too. Judy's watching from Alabama. Hello. So it's cool you guys are jumping on here as I go through here. Kyle, hey guy, hope you ever still wants to be recovery. Kale. Jerry Riverboat Flaggers. It's awesome to see you guys on here, Lady Tam. So Kale was involved in a motorcycle accident. It happened to be the same day that Sunny and I left Florida to head out for this trip that we're still on. And so that was April 28th. That was a Thursday. And so we hit the road like at 5 a.m. And long 806-mile day for us. And we had actually just pulled into the hotel when that night in New Albany, Mississippi, when Amy called me. And she said she was headed to the hospital, had gotten a phone call from a bystander who it was a lady, right? And then her husband was there and he was helping out. But she's the one that had called Amy to inform her that her son that Kale had been in an accident. So her and Josh were on the road headed to the hospital and to see him and to figure out what was going on. So that was, yes, feelings. Amy, what was going through your head, girl, when you got that call?
Well, I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but I might start bawling, so I might go off of the camera. But it was very scary, when the nurse called me that came up to the accident. She just told me it was a motorcycle accident, and I could hear him screaming in the background for me. And I knew at that point, he's alive because I could hear his voice, and we just needed to get there safely, to see him. Can't go into details, obviously, but
It was not my fault, by the way.
Make it known it was not. Can say that.
Right. But Bree here, we didn't know about Bree until that night. The nurse handed the phone to her and said, "Hey, let you talk to his girlfriend." And Josh and I just looked at each other and were like, hey, we didn't know he had a girlfriend. So that was a surprise. But she's been amazing. She's been here every day. We're obviously still in the hospital now, trying to get pain management figured out right now for him. But we've been here since the 28th. I've been home one night just to try to get some sleep, but that didn't happen. So I just been here every day. I have wonderful bosses that understand this stuff. But guys, I knew what to do when I got that phone call. And that is something that I can never thank Angie and Sunny enough.
Aww. You're making me cry. Aww. I mean, this is what, we brought you on to help us.
I never thought it would go full circle, but not that I ever wanted it to, but, I knew what to do. So.
Yeah. That's what Support Bikers is all about, right? Is
right.
And help.
And this is my job. So, I mean, I thank you guys so much for hiring me and teaching me all this stuff, because I would have never known what to do. And it's because of you guys that I know what to do. And it makes me know how to help more people. I mean, I knew what I was doing before, but this gives me the full circle. Right. So going forward, I'll know how to do it, more. So, but not that I ever want to do this again.
Right. It's sad to say, but now, I mean, you'll be able to relate with those that you do talk to, which.
Right. So I'm more relatable now, guys. But yes, so I'm very behind on things. I'm very behind on answering people. But like I said, Angie and Sunny have been amazing. So hope to get back to it soon, but we're not sure how long we're going to be here, and sleep deprived is all of us here, but we're pushing through. And, the prayers and the support, you guys, is just amazing, and this one, from being a newer rider, he has no idea or had no idea what the biker community was all about. And we are just a different community. It doesn't matter what you ride, but that you ride, and we all come together and we surround our loved ones, because you ride and you're just in, and I think he sees that now. I mean, we did have the Christian Motorcycle Association contact me today, and I didn't tell you this yet, Angie, but if we're still at the hospital on Saturday, they want to come here on their ride and do a prayer for Kale. So that's super special too. So now I'm going to start crying again. So
so I want to bring Chris in. So I think we have a huge thank you for this gentleman right here. If you want to just tell us, not in full details and all, but kind of give us a little background, what your day was like and what was going on and what happened with you when you came across this.
Well, it was like any other Thursday. I had left the office earlier in the day, and my colleagues had said, "Hey, why don't you come back after our dogs were at the groomer that day? They said, why don't you come back after you get the dogs home and bring the family. Let's have dinner at the office. Let's have a little FAC on Thursday." Because we had just moved to our office earlier this year. We just had our big open house. Like the dust was settling, and I was like, oh, I just want to go home and put my feet up. But I just felt like I needed to go. And so I took the family, we went and we got some Chick-fil-A and hung out at the office for a little bit. And it was time to go, time to head home, and packed up and went my normal route home, and was sitting at an intersection waiting on the lights so I could go my direction home. And everything, I guess if you've ever been at an accident scene or witnessed something happen, everything was like slow motion, but also like super fast at the same time. And I was just in the right place at the right time. And I would never, I've never ridden. I don't think I've ever thought about riding. I have friends that ride. But I never would wish upon anyone, especially Kale, because I've gotten, I think I've known Kale all of like, I don't know, not even a week yet since I've actually met him. I would never wish this upon anybody, but I'm so grateful that I was in the right place at the right time, and that I've gotten to meet Kale and his amazing family, and that I wasn't too far behind his parents in meeting his girlfriend. I mean, it's just been like, and Amy has told me on more than one occasion, like, you're now part of the family. So I hope that's okay with you, because if it's not, you don't have a choice. So I told Amy earlier in the week that I, for my job, one of the things I do is I write. We kind of take rotations on who writes the blogs that go out on our website. And last week it was my turn to turn one in, and I had started one titled "Be Prepared," and I ended up, I don't think Kale even knows this yet, it's coming out next Friday, but I wrote this story or this blog about the importance for all of us to be intentional about what we're prepared for in life. And I grew up in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, and I have two parents that are retired nurses. So to say that I've sat through a few first aid classes is an understatement. And I had a first aid bag in the back of my car, and it's just, something as simple as that came in handy for a couple of guys who happened upon an outstanding young man. And it's just been it's been surreal, and it's been an honor to meet this family and to pray for this family and to support this family and cheer this family on, and sneak away from my office to go visit at the hospital, because that's maybe a little more fun than sitting in the office all day. But that's my story.
Well, thank you so much for jumping in and helping out like you did, and definitely in a time of need. So we really, really appreciate that. And
you got to meet the extended family.
Yeah,
Saturday.
Met the extended family. Yeah, the extended biker community family on Saturday. Well, and I want to talk about, so Amy told me about you, Chris, and you have a business card, and you're talking about your business, and she's like, we need to do something for this man for helping out. And when we had the ride over the weekend, I let you talk then, but I would like you, because we've got another audience, and I just want people out there to know what you do, because we want to help you for helping Kale. So can you talk about your business, please, and tell us what it is that you do and what you offer?
I will briefly, because as we said backstage before we went live, if you give Chris Hansen a microphone, we might be here all night. I speak for a living. I coach for a living. Our company is called Leadership Harbor. And I will preface my short what we do by just saying if you want to know more, go visit leadershipharbor.com. That's our website. You can email me directly if somebody's watching this now or later and wants to be like, oh, this is interesting. We don't just serve Lincoln. The pandemic taught us how to do things like StreamYard and Facebook Live and Zoom, and we have clients across the globe. I've been with Leadership Harbor for about 3.5 years, and I've spent my entire career focused on serving young people and young adults and their families. And before 2022 started, I set a goal with my team that by the end of this year, I wanted to be leading a division of our company that solely focused on serving youth. And because the stars have aligned and things have happened, I've already checked that goal off. I'm now, it's just a title. I mean, but it makes me feel like I'm hitting my goals. I'm now the director of our Youth Impact Division. And what that means is anyone who has impact on youth. So moms, dads, grandparents, educators, pastors, community leaders, or anybody that just loves youth, and then youth and young adults themselves falls under my purview. And I have a team that's come together that includes the youngest of a 13-year-old and the oldest of probably me, which is super old. But we do coaching and speaking and training. And since you're letting me talk about it, I'm going to throw this out there. And I kind of talked to Amy about it. I don't think Kale knows about this yet. But I've been kind of thinking and processing the last couple of days, because after I first met Kale, I went to the hospital. You take a gift, right? When you go meet somebody, you take something. Like, that's just what good people do. And I brought him something every time I've come to visit. So I think I've set an expectation now. But I just went home that first night and I'm like, what can I do? What can my company do to help this family? And what I learned in the last couple of years is do for one what you wish you could do for all. So what I'm about to say is something that I wish I could do for everyone, but we're running a business and we have to be profitable. And I'm still crossing T's and dotting I's. So if you're seeing this and you're going to jump on it. But know that I'm still dotting T's, and no, I'm not dotting T's. I'm crossing T's, dotting I's. I promise I'm a professional speaker. Anyone that joins any of our youth membership programs. So I have a youth program for 3rd to 5th graders. I have a program for middle schoolers, and I have a program for high schoolers. And they're different price points for all of that. But anyone that joins those, it's going to change their life, because it's leadership development at the youngest age. It's going to change them, their families, their communities. Anyone that joins any of those programs this summer, and we'll just say starting today, right now, I'm announcing it publicly right here on your Facebook Live. Myself and our company are going to work to try and give about 10% of what we make off of those to support anything that Kale may need. So we don't know what that means. We don't know what number that will reach. But
just a thought. Even
I know that people in this program, I've had parents say to me, why are more parents not lining their kids up to sign up for your programs? These are amazing. So I just want to say that we want to continue to support Kale and his family in his recovery and in whatever his next steps are. And anybody out there that knows anyone grade 3 through 12, go at least look at it. And if you're on the fence and you're like, maybe I should, then just think about Kale and let that be the thing that pushes you over the fence and say, I'm going to give it a try. Or I'm going to at least email Chris and say, what the heck is this? Because none of us know the road that's ahead for this young man. And let's do what we can to help him. So sorry, man, to make you cry live on Facebook, but I love you. So That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We love you, Chris.
You are amazing. You and your team, too, for stepping up to do that. I had the link up there for the website for you guys to go to, so you can go check it out. And like he said, go ask, at least reach out to him and talk to him and get more information. Be wonderful.
I do have something else to say though. So Chris and Preston and Bree and Brennan. What was his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Hold on. Sorry. Trying to look. I always say his name wrong. Vernon Lilly from Michigan and Taylor from Lincoln, Nebraska. They all 5 of them helped save Kale that night on April 28th and trying to get through this. And
I'm bringing up what Karen said. God damn it, I'm crying now.
Sorry. So I want to say thank you to Winroad Therapy because she's paid it forward. She has offered to pay for a motorcycle rider's course for all 5 of them. And I don't know if Chris is going to take us up on that yet after what he saw and what he went through, but he's still contemplating it. I think he might go through with it. I don't know about Bree because she's young, but I know for sure Vernon Lilly said that he would take the offer. At first he wouldn't because he didn't want a handout, but I explained it to him. Winroad does what it was all about. So it's just, I mean, this is just the whole, community, I mean, Winroad is an amazing, another YouTuber friend of ours, all of ours, and she just wants to pay it forward. She never knew what she was going to do with the couple classes that she earned, right, Des? But she knows now why she had those available. So, I mean, I just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I know Preston doesn't know anything about being on live tonight. We didn't see him tonight, but he's working hard at O'Reilly's is where he works here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So I just want to say thank you, Winroad, for doing that. I really, really appreciate it. And all the prayers and support from everybody. I mean, it's just been so overwhelming, but we can feel it. We can feel the love and we can feel the prayers. I mean, I'm not worried. I mean, my heart and everything is just, I don't know. I don't have any worry about anything, money or anything, just because just all the prayers. We can feel it. So thank you very much.
So let's talk about what happened this weekend.
On that note,
it was really cool. And I have the screen. I'm gonna share. So I'm on one little screen, so it's gonna be kind of funky. So just bear with us while I put this up on the screen. Can you see that where Sunny is hugging?
Yep.
Kale. Okay. So I put together like a little short video, and so Amy was asking, do you have pictures? So I've got, this is from this weekend. So we had a moto meetup, a support bikers, and a Stevie Foe Great Plains moto meetup is what the Stevie Foes were calling it. They're in Nebraska at Lincoln. And you guys had planned this like how long ago? I mean, it
was our second annual, but I say it was our third, but Josh called it our second annual.
Oh, okay. So you guys had picked the date a few months back, and we've been inviting everybody to come to it. So anybody that's in the area, which we had people coming from all over,
right?
From South Dakota, from Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Florida. Yes. Everybody coming to this event, and we didn't know for sure. And I know Sunny and I held off, and we were like, we won't ask, when do you ask the foes if they're going to continue to have this event or not, right? After this happened. So I know we waited for a while, and then we found out Kelly and Stephanie stepped in, to say, we'll do this. So that was super cool of them. So big shout out and thank you to them for that. And you'll see in these pictures that they were there and putting it on, really running it. So they stepped up and kept this going, which was great. And I told Amy at the end, I was like, I'm glad you did. I think people came to this event because they wanted to give back. They wanted to show support, and this was a way that they were able to do that. So we all met there at the Frontier Harley Davidson dealership. They were having they had a demo truck. You can see that in the background here. And so everybody got to come and do some demo rides. I think like at noon is whenever Kelly said to get there. They had lunch. The hog chapter had burgers. There was a food truck there. And everybody just kind of got to hang out and spend some time together. So we've got like OJ Utter in here, and that's I think that's Bradley behind OJ. And then we've got Brad, Iowa writer, Des is behind. We've got Mike Bodine, Sunny, Kyle, Tacos for Life, and then we've got Eric from Minnesota, Glenn from Arkansas, and Thomas from Iowa. So there's these guys that showed up to show their support. There we've got the some pictures from there, but I'll kind of fast forward. You guys can watch this video on our Facebook page, The Badgers and the Biker Lifestyle. But I had everybody go through, and I don't think Kale's seen this and Amy's seen this yet. And I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Is Kale awake? I can't see the screen. All I can see is my screen. Kale, are you awake?
Yep. He's trying to stay awake to see it.
Okay, so here. Let me know you can hear this too.
I'm Glenn Spargo from Mountain Home. They call Arkansas. They call me Spark Plug. Kale Strong. Jason.
I'm Peggy Hoffman. We're from B, Nebraska. Kale Strong.
Okay. Howard Howland, Melbourne, Iowa. Kale Strong. Hey, Riverboat Baggers here. I'm Jerry. I'm Neil. We're from Northeast Kansas, and we've been YouTubing for about a year. Kale Strong. Kale Strong. Hi, Thomas and Hartog, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Kale Strong, man. Get well soon.
Hey, Kale. Iowa Hog Rider here. Now, I'm from Waterloo, Iowa. Traveled a long way just to wish you well. Hope you get better soon. Can't wait to see you on that new bike. Take care, buddy. Stay Kale Strong.
And then here's the new bike. And here's the picture.
Josh will be riding that today in
of the new bike that Dad went out and got. So, what do you think? Everybody was out there thinking about you.
That was really special.
So I didn't get a chance to get everybody because it was crazy going on, but I got a few people to do a little clip for you.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll go back to adding it. Let's see. So there's the new bike. And so then just some pictures that were taken. Here's our rider meeting. And then we took off, and Kelly took us to this awesome place where we had a great photo opportunity by the lake here. So we took a ride there. And then after that, we left and we went to the hospital to see Kale. So I got a little bit of photo and video of that. That's Kelly right there that's standing on the other side of Kale. So thank you to Kelly for stepping up. And he was actually led the ride for us. And then here's the some of the crew, not everybody. I got a chance to get in to the photo. So Kale, what'd you think, man, when you saw everybody?
The support is overwhelming.
Was it a surprise? Because you had no idea, right? This was like, I want to know, what did Mom do? How did Mom get you and downstairs to even come outside? What did she say?
Just to go outside, because I don't get to go outside very much here. So, and then I heard the bikes.
Yeah.
And then he started maybe crying. Probably shouldn't say that live, but all right.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
You guys need anything right now?
Nope.
You want anything to drink?
No. Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah, he was pretty shocked when he heard the bikes coming down the road.
Yeah, you could hear us a mile.
And then nobody had a dry eye, guys. Nobody.
No,
it was great.
I've got more video too. Sunny's got some GoPro. Everybody ride in and rolling in, and everybody can watch that.
That's a cool picture.
Wednesday night is our premiere on YouTube. At what time is it? At 8 o'clock Eastern time. So I think it's like a 20-minute video of everything that's happened, so you guys can get more details about it on Wednesday night. Let's see. Let me go back to the video. So then we were able to say our prayers, and afterwards we went out to dinner. What was this place called again?
The Red Fox.
The Red Fox. And got to spend some more time with everybody there for dinner. So it was a great day. It felt good for us, Kale, to do that for you, to get together and gather together and think of you. And I want to talk about, I'm going to put this on the screen. Who came up with the hashtag Kale Strong? Was that Mama?
That was Karen from Ireland.
It was Karen from Ireland that did that. Well, thank you, Karen. That was awesome. You had shirts, put Kale, hashtag Kale Strong on.
That would be Bree. Bree's father made some of those shirts just for immediate family a day before. And then Stephanie Scott, Kelly and Stephanie are the ones that helped with us with this event, you know, because you guys were on the road. We were here at the hospital. So they thought that they'd step up and help, and they did fantastic. So Kelly and Stephanie, you're hired every year. And then Kelly took some of our GPMM shirts the night before and did her little hashtag Kale Strong on them too. So super
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you to everybody involved in doing that. That was really cool. Loved it. So, you want to say hi, baby badger? She's like peeking around the head.
Just seeing who's on it.
Oh. Why don't you tell this story? So if you guys didn't know this, we had Kale and Amy on after they got done with their trip to Texas on our live on a Monday
Where
night.
this is going.
And then who did this? Did Kale say?
No,
Did you
Mom.
say?
No, I was the one that said something.
Amy instigated it.
Yeah.
Amy instigated it.
I did. I instigated saying that he should race Baby Badger when she came to Nebraska with his Sportster versus her V-Rod.
Well, the Sportster is gone.
he wanted a new bike. So it was funny because the first thing, what did Kale say first thing when we got in there? When we came by?
Something like, I won't be racing you this time, or something like, sorry, I won't be racing you.
Right.
So, anyways, that was.
I got a wheelchair.
Did you hear him?
What? No, what did he say?
I got a wheelchair.
I got a wheelchair. A wheelchair race.
I feel like you beat me in that one. I'll admit my defeat in that one.
Uh-huh.
Wheelchair versus wheelchair.
Well, I know you guys will have to watch the video because Josh and Sunny were talking about. Josh came up with an idea too, so you guys will have to watch the video.
Oh.
With the GoPro, yeah.
Interesting.
So
Yeah, I just want to pop on.
all
Say
right.
Hi.
Hi.
Can't believe you guys were just here yesterday. I miss you already.
I know. So speaking of that, I guess we are in Missouri right now. We are headed back home. We're hoping we'll be there by Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yeah. So that Des can get her car, and I think she's got a kitty to take to the vet. Poor thing. And then Des and I are headed to St. Augustine for a few days with the girls to chill and relax and do the beach thing. And then I'm at my brother's house right now, but him and their youngest are flying in on Friday. They're going to stay with my parents for, I think, 10 days. My birthday's on Saturday. And so they're coming in, and we're going to do Disney next week. We're going to do Disney. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You might see Chris there. Chris, when are you guys going to Disney?
When are you going?
It won't be that soon. But
Oh, okay.
we are a huge Disney family, so
Yeah,
any opportunity we get.
you're going. Same here. Any theme park. I love theme parks. So
I've always wanted to go to Disney, but Josh is a fun hater. He does not like rides. So someday I'm gonna go to Disney.
Amy, I'm going to introduce you to my wife, who's now a travel advisor, and we specialize in Disney. So we'll convince Josh.
oh, that's awesome. Oh
This is
wow.
full circle. I love it. Where's Josh? Josh, are you on here?
Right? Where is he? Oh, I haven't been paying attention to comments. Everybody. Speaking of that, so I want to get my motorcycle license. Not worried about me. Worried about the 4-wheel drivers. Yeah, you just have your head on a swivel, and we all take chances when we get on that bike. But it's something we choose to do, and unless you've rode, you don't know.
Right. There's Josh right there.
Is he on there?
Yep.
So Windroad say honored honor those who help Kale when he needed it the most. And you've got a special wishes a speedy recovery and hope he'll well with best thoughts. And that's from Emma. Thank you, sweetie. Bill saying love you guys.
Love you too.
And then Keith, PA biker 65 Ultra, just got back from a bike ride. And I know that he had some friends that just went down in a motorcycle accident, so he's kind of the same boat. Mark's be recovery prayers for Kale and family. And then Windroad said, those that help Kale are real heroes. Manny the Machine must be on here. Al Forget's on here. Heartwarming. I'm just going through. Thank you guys so much for chiming in and commenting. It really means a lot. If you guys are watching, your comments are awesome. We love them. We like reading through them. So don't hesitate to put a comment in there. Oh, okay. So what did he say? I will leave iPhone 10 with Josh. He doesn't like rides either. Oh, you guys. And then, and Karen, I'm with Josh on this one. Been to Disney twice. Hated it. What?
On.
Agreed.
Sonny's out. Sonny's not going with us. He bowed out.
I went to Disney once this year already.
We did go to Epcot and do Around the World with our 21-year-old. So he's like, I already did it. But Epcot's not the same.
Good for the next 10 years.
There's rides. I love the rides. I can't wait to do the rides. So, hey, Josh. So Stevie Foe, Josh is on here. And my mom's got to chime in. Yep, love Disney. Mom would work at Disney. You know, that was like her dream job whenever she was young and growing up. And then she's from California, so she went to Disneyland all the time. And now she's in Florida going to Disney World. So she likes the Disney parks as well. Okay, so let's talk real quick about what plans we have next, which is going to be a live tomorrow night in our Facebook group for our content creators. So if you guys are watching this, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows, if not, we have a Facebook group specifically for content creators. So anybody that's watching this that wants to get started in doing videos, photos, anything that's related to YouTube, social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you're wanting to learn, you're wanting to know what we do, this is the group for you. To our ones that are experienced, that have thousands of followers and have been doing this for years and have gone through the ups and downs. So we have that group that everybody's welcome to join, and we have workshops every Tuesday night for those content creators to learn something new each week. Amy, do you know what our topic is tomorrow night?
I want to say motorcycle helmets.
Oh, okay.
And
if Amy's right, let us know.
Right? Am I right? Does? Hope I'm right. I did the whole post last Friday, so Focus Friday. Should have been about helmets and what we use, as far as equipment with the helmets, like Senna's, GoPros, cameras, all of that jazz. Motovlogging setups.
Okay.
Thanks,
There we go.
Winroad.
I'm just throwing the comments up on here. So Neil's saying yes.
Oh, Neil.
So yes, motovlogging setups is tomorrow night's live. And then Wednesday we'll be doing our premiere, which can you believe this, Amy? You're not going to believe this. I have already done the video. It is already for Wednesday.
Yeah.
You can go to
Wow.
Channel the Badgers and you can actually see it there and hit the reminder button like days.
Good job,
days
Angie.
beforehand. I know. That's what happens when you stay in a hotel room for a day and then know you're going to be on the road.
Right.
So it will hopefully be home by Wednesday night. We'll somehow, if we need to, we'll stop and chat with everybody for that live, which just reflects on from when we left Kansas. I think, what was it, Friday to head to Nebraska and go to the meetup. So big thank you to everybody that showed up at the meetup and supported. Big thank you to everybody that's gotten on our support bikers groups and commented and been following along. I'm watching, how Amy's been doing, and Kale's been doing there at the hospital. I know it's been a lot. You have been one strong chica. You have Amy, talking to you right now because you being mommy and just trying to, it's hard when you're there and just making sure when you got nurses and doctors and everybody coming at you and just, having patience and being on top of things and making sure that Kale is getting everything that he needs to get better. So good job, girl, on that. And as Sunny and I said, that's your focus right now. He's your number one priority. So you're doing a great job. I want you to know that. And Kale, you're doing good too, buddy, because a lot of times when you get into situations like this, your mind kind of takes over and you start thinking bad thoughts and you start getting down and that's, you're doing great. I know Mama's there.
With all the support.
That's good. That's what we're here for. And know that at all times, that support didn't just come, here while you're at the hospital. When you get home, that support is here. We're all going to be thinking about you and caring about you and wanting to keep pushing forward. We know it sucks. It's painful. It hurts. You're going through a lot right now. We know that. We're there with you and we're pushing you along to get better and stronger. So keep going, kiddo. All right.
Jerry.
Bree, thank you, chick. You've been there supporting. Have you missed a day at the hospital? You've been there every day.
Not one.
It's amazing.
She's been an angel.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you to Chris for being there at the right time and then being there afterwards to support, and all the individuals that Amy had mentioned. I want to jump over here. Mr. Jerry has jumped in and has done $50. Kale gets some Chick-fil-A.
Like his favorite place. Jerry, how'd you know?
Yep.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it. Just jumping in. It's awesome. We'll make sure.
And thank you for everybody that passed the hat around that was not needed at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
During the ride.
All right. Eric saying, Neil, absolutely amazing group and community. Here's Al. We want to see you on that new bike of yours, right? And you definitely have something to look forward to, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's called We Couldn't Fix Our Kids, so Dad did the next best thing.
Which I know Dad's working hard, and you guys are getting the house ready for him to be able to come home to and be able to maneuver around.
And it's crazy. Our neighbors are jumping in and helping. Our next door neighbor mowed our lawn today, which was a very emotional thing for Josh to come home and see, because he was prepared to come home and mow the yard. And my dad and Josh and next door neighbor put a walk-in shower downstairs in the basement yesterday. And a toilet, and stacked the laundry, and he's getting it all ready for Kale to be able to come home and just have everything in the basement. So The support is just overwhelming.
Oh, Josh wanted to chime in and say Bree plays ice hockey, so she's a tough chick.
Yeah.
We have nothing to worry about, you guys.
All right, and then Rick came in and said hello from Winnipeg, and it's writing season there. So that's it, guys. We got a bunch of people out on the roads now. Please be careful.
Motorcycle awareness for May.
Yeah, May is motorcycle awareness. I want to put a big thing too was one of the things that Amy did was she did not talk to insurance. She didn't talk to anybody because Kale's phone was ringing, but she knew better. The first person you want to talk to is an attorney, guys. That's huge. The insurance company does not have our backs. The insurance company will they will want to pay as little as possible. That's their job. And they're going to want you to talk to them, and they're going to want you to tell them things, and all that stuff can be used against you. And so that's why we're having this video, and they're not going into details, and they're not talking about everything, because that is what an attorney does, is steps in and make sure that everything goes smooth. And Amy, when you agree, it's nice to just say, talk to my attorney, talk to my attorney, and you know that they're taking care of you. So I think that's a big thing.
Attorney's been amazing.
Kyle,
tacos are life.
We'll make sure we dig. Yes,
convert Kale to tacos
instead of Chick-fil-A.
Oh gosh, you guys, it's too much.
Awesome. It's just amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Well, I know Kale, it was everything he could do to do this because they're working on pain meds right now and making sure we get that lined up. I guess real quick, tell us when people probably want to know, is there kind of a timeline on when Kale's going to get out of the hospital and be able to go home?
Well, as of last Tuesday, because last Monday is when we moved into the PT floor, acute PT floor, and they were talking on Tuesday to let us out or just discharge us last Friday, but then his pain couldn't get under control with his leg. So then they said tomorrow on Tuesday, and now they're not giving us a time yet because they just need to get his pain management under control. You know, he's not normally on medication, so they just are having a hard time trying to get him so he's not comatose from the meds, but or as he calls them, the Pablo drugs.
Right.
Because they're narcotics, right? So he calls them the Pablo drugs, the legal ones. So as soon as I think we get that under control, he'll be able to do physical therapy better and easier. His left side is still not weight bearing, so it's going to take some time. But as soon as we can leave, we're going to leave and head home. So hopefully, and praying that the basement will be done. It's on its way, so that's good. But it's going to be, a tough road ahead. But I know he's working hard and he's doing his exercises in the bed like he should. And I've been working on it too, and being that mom of, come on, we got to do this a little bit more. So he's doing it. He's just tired of being here and seeing the walls and stuff and different nurses coming in and stuff, but we're going to get through it. I mean, he's strong. He's Kale strong, right, guys? I mean, he is a strong cookie. And for Mother's Day, I don't know if anybody saw my Mother's Day card, but Bree helped make it. And what does it say in the inside?
It says, "Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you." And it said, "I would have gotten you real flowers, but I got hit by a truck." And it's an arrow towards a picture of a bouquet of roses.
So, I mean, that was funny in itself right there. And I didn't say it, so it's okay. But he's got his personality, guys. I mean, he's so funny. He's trying his best to stay awake right now because he wanted to come on here and tell you guys that he was okay and he's going to get through it. But it's just going to take time, It's a long recovery, but but we have the Lord on our side, and lots of prayers and lots of support from all of you. So we appreciate it.
As Rick said, get better soon, but don't rush to get better. Make sure, do everything you're supposed to do to
Right.
get back in your feet. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this video unless you can think of anything else that you wanted to say and put out there for everybody. No? All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, guys. If you need any support, that's what we're here for. Support bikers, let us know. Thank you so much. Continued prayers and love to the Stevies.
Oh, Josh wants to say something quick. It looks like.
Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. I want to tell Chris from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I don't know what that outcome would have been if you weren't there that night, but I'm glad we don't have to. I cannot thank you enough. So, yes.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
I just come to say goodnight.
Karen Sakale, we are here willing you and supporting you in every way we can. All right. And as Al said, have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on here and supporting. We appreciate it. Good night.
Night. Thank you.